Dave Pate writes, Greg, I just watched the ventilation video. Outstanding work, especially the seat deck looks factory. Talk to us a little bit about the progress you've been making on the GP.
So a lot of what plays into a high performance jet ski is getting more air into the hull, because these engines demand a lot of air, especially a supercharged ski, and they're so locked down from the factory. You're leaving a lot on the table if you don't do any ventilation mods. If you leave the seat on the ski, no mods done to the hull to allow more air in, and you rev it, you can see the seat being sucked down because there's no air circulation at all. And it drives me nuts, because on such a highly modified ski, and even a stock ski for that matter, you need that air because an engine's an air pump. The more air you get in, the more air you get out, the more power you make. So what I ended up doing is I made some modifications to the top deck to get cool air in front of the ski. You can almost see it right there, some light shining through. I've got the front fake vent from Yamaha. I cut it open to make it an actual functional ram air hood scoop. In the back, the rear deck, I cut some slots in it and some holes underneath that deck to allow the hot air out. And right there is a true cold air intake that goes directly to the supercharger, pulling in colder air from outside the hull. So
now that replaces the rear seat. You're not going to be able to put the seat back on, right?
You can run the rear seat, but you do have to make some modifications to it. All you have to do, you will have to remove the gasket on the rear seat, and you take 1/2 inch to 1 inch shim and space out the latch. So it tilts the back of the seat up just enough, probably won't even notice it, but allows a gap there for air to be sucked in.
Okay.
But I do not plan to ride with a passenger at all within the next year or so. So
right.
It doesn't bother me either way.
Okay.
So that was really important for this ski in particular. But in the future, where do we go with it from here? Right. So you'll be seeing some videos soon on the water, tuning it as it is, comparing the intake air temperatures. Because I've got logs from when it had still good air circulation within the hull, because I did make some mods, but the air intake was inside the ski. Of course, engine temperatures heat up that air. So we'll be comparing that, getting this tune right, or really perfect. Not that it's wrong now, just absolutely perfect for how it is. And then we need to add some more power to it. It's just content-wise. What's that?
Compound turbo, just like Anderson.
I don't need a compound turbo to do what I want to do. Supercharger technology has advanced so much, and fizzle's been a big part of that.
Right.
I could have a drop-in supercharger impeller that makes like 35 pounds of boost if I really wanted to. But with Fuel Tech, though, they just released an update last week where it can now control methanol injection, which is like really huge for what I could do to this. So to add more boost to this, I'm already knock limited, right? So I can't get too aggressive on ignition timing because I use pump gas. So that's hurting me. If I want to go faster and add more boost, I really need to switch to like race gas or E85. Race gas, really expensive, not economical. E85 is cheaper, but I've got to upgrade the entire fuel system. Neither one of those sounds great to me. But doing methanol injection, I can run around all day long with pump gas. As soon as I lean into it, it's squirting a mixture of methanol and water into the intake. Yep. It cools the intake charge. It reduces or increases the octane, so I'm no longer knock limited. I could get aggressive on ignition timing and can even hit it with more boost. And then I'm not leaning on the fuel system because it's actually backing off the injectors a little bit because the methanol is an alcohol, an added fuel. So the fuel system that's in it now for pump gas will be not working as hard and we'll be making more power. So that's going to be fantastic. So you can look forward to that pretty soon. And by the end of this year, this will be triple digits.
Okay.
We're going all out. So
okay. Are you going to start messing with Anderson's electronic wastegate controlling software?
Well, I don't have a turbo, so it's kind of useless. But I did have an idea where to use it for a supercharge application. So a wastegate is to modulate the exhaust gases going through a turbo so you don't over boost it. You know, if you want to demand 20 pounds of boost, you don't want this turbo spooling up and hitting it with 60 pounds of boost and completely disintegrate the internals of the engine. But putting it on a charge pipe or the intercooler piping and creating a controlled boost leak to where, let's say I do want to put 35 PSI supercharger impeller, but only want 20, I'll make more boost sooner and be able to control it right at that 20 PSI mark or whatever else. Depending on the fuel I'm using, if there's methanol in it, I can run it more boost literally with a punch of a button. So I would like to try that out in the future. If it works, that'll be, you know, one hell of an accomplishment there, I think.
It's on demand. It's boost on demand.
It'd be probably the most badass supercharged ski there is. So we'll see.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. This clip was taken from our weekly podcast that we record here every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch the whole video, you can go to the Watercraft Journal's YouTube channel, go to playlists, and then click on live sessions. You're going to see it there. Otherwise, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow. And again, thanks again for watching our videos, and we hope to see you soon.